Over the last few years, we've been able to help at least 5 different coaches double their online education businesses in less than a year. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you how you can also scale your coaching business without necessarily doing more work. Because although we were able to double these clients' businesses, they didn't have to do exponentially more work than they were already doing. They just started doing more high leverage things and it really worked out for them. So I'm going to explain to you the process that we followed in this case that allowed these people to increase their revenue, to scale their business without doing more work. Because one thing that we hear a lot from online coaches is there's this assumption that if you want to make more, you have to work more. And that is not always the case. Yes, you do have to put in a ton of work to get any substantial results, but you don't have to work more in order for you to get the results that you want. So this video is going to explain to you what you can do if you want to still grow without working more. So there's literally no way for you to scale your business without working more, without delegation. And delegation in this context means just hiring people to do the work that are low leverage in your business, or not low leverage, work that you don't necessarily enjoy or work that you're not skilled at. So the mistake most people make is they approach this from a place of them buying back their time. So they're trying to buy back their time and they do the time audit thing. They see, oh, I spend 10 hours a week editing videos. Oh, let me hire a video editor. And I think that is how they are going to scale themselves out of working more to scale their business. But you can't think of this from a place of task, because if you're handing off tasks, then there's no leadership. And if there's no leadership, it means you're still the one thinking through every single step in your business. And you don't want that to be the case, because majority of the time, if you're like an online coach, you're either really good at marketing and sales, or you're really good at fulfillment. There's a couple of people who can do both. Those people tend to be extremely successful, but you're either really good at marketing and sales, or you're really good at getting your clients good results. So if you're just relying purely on handing off tasks to people, there's not going to be any real leadership. It means you're still going to be responsible for scaling the business. And if you don't want to work more, that's just not going to happen, because, like I said, there's no real leadership. One thing I've also found is, like, if you're just delegating ordinary tasks, there's also the thing of you enjoying the thing that you're doing. So most people that I find, they don't actually enjoy like the marketing thing. Like literally, my girlfriend runs a travel agency and she was just telling me about how she enjoys everything about running the agency after she has already gotten clients and she's going on the trip with the client and fulfilling on the service for the clients. But everything before that, like how to get the clients, like texting influencers, paying for ads, running the ads, and so on and so forth, she genuinely doesn't enjoy any of that. So if you are that kind of person who doesn't just enjoy marketing and sales and love the fulfillment aspect of things, you're not going to have a great time delegating like tasks and trying to do more high leverage marketing, just because it's not something you enjoy doing. So there's that element of it too as well. So there's 3 main elements to your business. There's the marketing, there's sales, and there's fulfillment. So those are the 3 main things in a coaching business. So there's marketing, sales, and fulfillment. Usually, like I said, you're going to find people who are really good at marketing and sales and don't enjoy fulfillment as much. That type of person needs to get a fulfillment person in as soon as possible. And then you find people who are amazing at marketing and sales, or amazing at fulfillment, but are not too great at marketing and sales. So those are the 3 main parts of your business. So if you want to scale your business without you doing more work, you have to do more than just delegation. Although delegation would help, but like I said, there's no real leadership layer. And if it's something that you don't enjoy, you're just creating more work for yourself that you absolutely hate. And you still have to manage these people, because management as well is something that you have to do. So you can consider partnerships. And partnerships is literally what every single one of our clients did. So for our clients, we manage the entire marketing and sales for these clients. So they don't have to worry about marketing. They don't have to worry about sales. We take over every single thing. And literally all they have to focus on is on fulfillment and just posting content on social media. So that's how we're able to scale these clients to insane numbers without them having to work exponentially more, because we have the leadership layer. So we have the leadership layer. We manage the team that does the work. We come up with the strategies. We execute. we manage the systems. The only thing the client has to do is literally show up, and because it's a partnership, we get good incentives for doing that, and the client gets rewarded for that because they get a lot more sales and revenue in their business, and they don't have to spend more time. If you go and check any of the video testimonials on my YouTube channel, you're going to see clients saying, oh, after I started working with you, I realized how much time I was actually spending on marketing and sales, and now all of that has gone to zero and I have more time to focus on XYZ. It's literally a common theme amongst all of these clients. So partnerships with true experts at the things you're not amazing at is what is going to get you to that next level if you don't want to work more, because it comes in with built-in leadership. You don't have to manage anyone. You don't have to create any SOPs or anything, because these people are usually coming in with proven SOPs, and you can just start seeing some good results and then keep going from there. Now, one thing people like to get stuck on is, oh, they hear the word partnership and they're like, partnership just means I'm going to give away a percentage of revenue in my business, which totally makes sense and is totally understandable. However, you have to also come to terms with the fact that, would you rather have 100% of a grape or 50% of a watermelon? So obviously everyone wants 50% of a watermelon because that's still way bigger. Like a quarter of a watermelon is still way bigger than the grape. So you can't see the rev share thing as, oh, I'm giving these guys rev share, I'm giving them a piece of my business, and so on and so forth. You have to see it as, I'm trying to build a bigger business here. And like 1% of $10 million is a lot more than 100% of $20,000. So that's one thing to keep in mind, so that you can truly get the best and not feel somehow about giving away some rev share. Because if you truly want to scale, especially if you have an online education business, this is the easiest way for you to do it. So a couple of things to note if you're going to go into any partnership is, you should try and find people who have like niche specific experience. So I've tried to work in the relationship niche, completely bombed. I've tried to work in the health space, literally completely bombed. I don't know if I keep trying, I might eventually crack it, but anytime we work with professionals who teach other professionals how to do some type of business opportunity or getting to like improve their careers and stuff, that tends to work really well. So if you're in the wealth niche, that is my niche specific experience. If you see all the testimonials we have, that is the case. Yes, the systems apply across the board, and if you already have something that is working for you right now, I still feel very confident that I can scale it. But building something from scratch in those spaces, I found that very tough. And in other spaces where I understand things a lot more, I've been able to build things up from scratch and find good success. But unless you already have a system that is working insanely well for you, and then I'm just coming in to scale this and just monitor it more aggressively for you, it's not really like my thing to work in those types of markets. So you are looking for niche specific experience, because it really matters a lot when it comes to scaling any online education business. So don't partner with someone if they don't have niche specific experience, or unless you are already crushing it and you're just looking for someone to come and manage the system and scale it, then it makes more sense. But if you're just starting from scratch and you're looking to partner up with someone, I don't recommend someone who doesn't have like that niche specific experience, because the systems are the same, but there's certain nuances that only someone who has found success in that niche would have, that anyone who hasn't found success in the niche does not have. So that's one. Two is, you have to set the foundations before you partner. So you can't partner based on a vision of something that is not working yet. You need to already have a proven offer. You need to have done the basics. You need to already be getting clients and customers. You need to be in a good place before you partner up with someone. Otherwise, you'll be building a business from scratch, and it's a lot harder to build a business from scratch than to scale one, right? So you want to make sure you actually have a business, right? Even if you're making only 6 figures a year, you want to have something in place. You want to have clients already. You want to already be making money before you consider partnering with anyone. If you don't do that, you're not going to still get any result. Like, the partnership is just going to be a waste of time, if I'm being honest. I'm saying this from experience, by the way. So make sure that you are someone who already has the foundations in place before you think of partnerships. So that's basically it. This is how our clients are able to scale without working more. It sounds cliche, but they basically partner with us. In this example, it doesn't have to be us that you're partnering with. You could partner with any company that does something similar to what we do. There's a ton of companies like that. Just follow the things I shared here and you should be fine. Like, think of where you're strongest. Is it marketing? Is it sales? Is it fulfillment? And those other things where you're not as strong, just partner with people to do those things, give away some rev share, and then you can scale to bigger numbers. You get a smaller piece of the pie, but the pie is a lot bigger than just trying to grab everything to yourself with a grape or like with a very tiny pie. So I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any clarifying questions, you can DM me on Instagram. If you have any ideas for videos or anything you'd like to see me talk about, drop that in the comments. Like this video, make sure you subscribe, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.